Hello everybody, this is Thunderstruck Chasing. Hope you're all having a great time, great day, or a great night, depending on when you're watching this. Today we're going to be talking about the severe weather outbreaks that have happened over the past week, and talk about some current weather and some upcoming weather that we're looking at. Well, first things first, it's been a one heck of a couple of weeks for severe weather. It's been an absolute crazy start to the year overall, and it's been a very crazy start to the severe weather season for the Midwest, with the outbreak happening last Friday. It was pretty much a tornado outbreak that stretched from Iowa and Missouri. I know Little Rock and Wynne in Arkansas got absolutely slammed. My thoughts and prayers go to those people down there. Absolutely devastating with the big tornadoes down there. And then all the destruction and everything that happened as the storms plowed through Illinois and Kentucky and Indiana and Ohio and points west from there. Friday was a huge day for storm chasers, meteorologists, pretty much everyone in the weather field in the Midwest, South, and around like the Sun Belt area, like Ohio. I think that's the Sun Belt. I could be wrong. Sun Belt or Rust Belt. I don't know. I get those areas mixed up a lot. I get those terms mixed up a lot too. But I know here in Iowa we had an EF4 in Ottumwa, and also Hedrick, Iowa had a real good sized tornado. And down in Iowa City, they had 3 confirmed tornadoes at one point. I was parked between Monticello and Anamosa, and I was chasing that day down there, and I did finally get my first tornado. It was a brief one, but it was wild, that's for sure. But I know Solon, Iowa had a direct hit, and so did Coralville. Very devastating destruction down there. I was going through some of the pictures and videos from the area down there, and it's just absolutely devastating. The Coralville tornado was rated an EF2. I'm not sure exactly what the Solon tornado was rated. I think that might have been the same tornado, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was. And then I know the Manchester, Earlville area also had a tornado. I think that was around like an EF1. But overall, a very extremely active day, and one heck of a way to start off the severe weather season, especially for the Midwest. As we went under a high risk for severe weather, which is just incredible. It's been a long time since I've seen a high risk, let alone for eastern Iowa. I can't remember the last time at all that eastern Iowa has had a high risk issued, and a Torcon. That's from the Weather Channel. A Torcon of 9. I've never seen a Torcon of 9, at least that I can remember. But it was just insane. And along with the tornadoes, we also had straight line winds, 60 to 80, 85 mile an hour winds. So, and they were moving very quickly, about 50 to 60 miles an hour. So it was just a wild day. Very successful chasing day for sure. Luckily, at least in the Midwest, in Iowa at least, There weren't any deaths. There were a few injuries, but there weren't any deaths. But overall, I think they counted about 66 tornadoes, somewhere around there. And then I can't remember the exact number of deaths, but I think it was around like 33, I want to say. That sounds about right. I know it was between 20 and 30. It was somewhere in there, but yeah, I'm honestly happy with that number, because it could have been a heck of a lot worse. I know everyone did a great job getting warnings out, and overall it was just a very successful day. But it was a wacky, very wacky way to start the severe season off. Then Tuesday we had a similar risk from Friday in the Midwest, and actually it was the same. It was the same setup, the exact same setup as Friday on Tuesday, except down south it was scooted a little farther west. But otherwise it was almost the exact same setup. There were some differences here and there, but not too many. I know Tuesday, at least in Iowa, it wasn't nearly as bad, because we had a lot of cloud cover for most of the day, actually, which helped to really tone down the instability, and that really stunted any thunderstorm development. We still got a good amount of rain and lightning and maybe a little bit of gusty winds, but wasn't anything bad at all. So we lucked out big time on that one. I think I heard there were some more tornadoes down south. I think they got hit pretty good again, but I don't think overall it was as bad as Friday. I know there was a couple tornadoes in central Iowa and more towards like Grinnell, Iowa and stuff, but it was a real small one. So really nothing bad happened up here anyway in Iowa. And I don't think Tuesday was nearly as bad as Friday. But I know well, actually, no, I take that back. The Quad Cities, the Davenport, Iowa area, they had an EF2 Tuesday morning before the main event was supposed to initiate. So that was a significant one. But other than that, it really wasn't all that bad, which is good, very good, because we obviously did not need a second round, especially down in Iowa City where they just started the cleanup and everything. So big time luck out for them and for everyone that didn't get hit as hard. Unfortunately, there were areas that got hit, which I feel extremely bad about. My heart goes out to anyone that got a second round right after Friday, because it absolutely was not needed. But luckily, we do have a dry spell here for a while. I know down south right now, they're getting a ton of rain. I know I watched a video from Max Velocity a little bit ago, and I think he mentioned some areas in the south, like around like Lake Charles, Louisiana, or somewhere around there. I think they got about like 14 inches of rain, which is just insane. That's crazy. That is way too much rain. Because they have a stationary front down there right now, and the rain is pretty much just parked down by Louisiana and pretty much the Gulf Coast area down south. They're dealing with the stationary front. That's bringing a ton of rain for them. And it's yeah, they're getting a ton of rain right now. And it's just because like it's not really going anywhere. Like it's moving very slowly. It's just really not going anywhere. So they're doing a little bit doing with that tomorrow, at least for tomorrow, if not Sunday. And then coming up, we're gonna have very unseasonably warm temperatures next week. The Midwest is gonna be around like the 70s, and upper 70s, around 80, which is gonna be fantastic. And I know there might be some more storm chances Friday for eastern Iowa, but I'll have to definitely keep an eye out for that, and then see what happens with that. I know California's been getting a lot of rain too, and they're gonna have issues with mosquitoes, and it's gonna be real bad for them. They've been getting a ton of rain so far, but it looks last radar check I did just a little bit ago. Looks like they're not off too bad right now. Not really much going on over there. I know Wisconsin, up by Stevens Point in Green Bay, that area has a winter weather advisory for 2 to 5 inches of snow with locally higher amounts. But really, other than that, I think it's going to be a little quiet. Besides the rain down south, that'll be moving out of the area within the next couple days. Yeah, other than that, I think it's going to be just kind of a quiet stretch, which is very okay. And I think we will be good, at least for the short-term period. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe. I will be doing weather talks as much as possible, as much as I can, because I love talking about weather. It's one of my passions, and I'm going to try to get videos out as much as I can, not just talking about weather, but also filming weather whenever we get weather. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you very much for joining. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to receive notifications. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you guys in the next video.